All right, tuning the Top C Spark from Metal Toys. Comes with, a couple different balls and springs. There's soft springs and stiff springs, and then you've got, I think they're just extras that are included. You have the 3mm balls that are in the middle that have the springs under them, and then you have 2.5mm balls that are around the circumference, and it comes with stainless ones, but there's also one missing, so there's a gap, which isn't necessary because they rotate just fine whenever the track is all the way full. So even with the extras that came with it, I put one of the extra stainless balls in there just to take up the slot, because when you shook it, you could hear it rattling with the balls moving around with the gap of one ball. I will say that measuring the stainless balls versus these new ceramic balls that I just got from Acer Racing, the stainless balls are like 1/100th of a millimeter larger than the ceramic balls. So these do actually fit in the track just a little bit looser. I think the stainless balls, when you add the extra one in, they are actually rubbing. But in this one, there's just maybe you can see it right there, just a little bit. There's a little bit of play in these whenever you add in an extra ceramic that's actually 2.5 millimeters in diameter. All right, onto the middle balls. It comes with 3mm ones. You probably can't even see it on video because we're talking about a 7,000th difference here between a 3mm ball that it comes with and a 1/8 inch ball. It's literally 7,000ths, so 2 human hairs on average. The bore that's in the middle for the 3 sections with the spring fits a 1/8 inch ball. Absolutely no problem. It goes all the way down, has full travel, the ball doesn't rub. The 3mm balls, there's a little bit of play. I don't know if you can see it. So when you have the plate on with all 3mm balls, there is a bit of wiggle between each click because there's wiggle in the ball and the bore. So I tried the 1/8 balls and it takes out all the slop, but even if I use the soft springs and 3 1/8 inch balls, it's a little too hard to spin this coin for the style of coin that it is. So what I've done is move to the 3 soft springs. Here's the 3 stiff springs here. All right. There's 2 1/8 inch balls, so here and here, and then right here is a 3mm, all with soft springs. And for me, this is the perfect combination. I tried one 1/8 inch ball, one hard spring, one stiff spring. I've kind of tried like all the little combinations, and this one seems to be total win. I wish I would have recorded myself doing it all, but it's a little fumbly and there's nothing really great about watching that. I suppose it's pretty easy. You just drop them in place, take out the little brass ring with that, and yeah. But it sounds very similar, but it's a little more poppy, has that ceramic clack to it. And the 1/8 inch balls, here's the play I was talking about. There's almost none now. Before it was like, it would look like that before it would even click, and I'm just keeping it from clicking right now by putting a lot of force on it. So now it's just, there's nothing, but it's still very easy to actuate. It feels consistent all the way around. Having one 1/8 inch ball with a soft spring, 2 3mm balls, and 2 stiff springs made it to where at one point it would be stiffer and have a different sound because I guess uneven ball and spring pressure pushing up on the plate and the bearing. Now with how this is configured with all 3 soft springs and 2 1/8 inch bearings, it doesn't have any inconsistencies in any part of the rotation. It feels the same no matter what kind of force or angle you're pushing on it. It's pretty much nailed it. So I really think beyond sound and haptics that how it's currently set up with the ball sizes is better than how it comes. You can still mess with the spring stiffness and how stiff you want this to feel, but I think having 2 1/8 inch balls and replacing the 2.5mm stainless balls that are really like 2.56 millimeters or something like that, they had a weird measurement. They weren't exactly it. The ones that are exactly 2.5 that are in the track make this spin better. Just, it's nice. I won't go back to these, and I like how the ceramic ones feel for the haptics. I also tried some 1/8 inch sapphires. They had a little bit too much of a, I hate to say it, but kind of like a cheap sound. It's like a weird pop clack to it that made it didn't sound good. And the stainless ones have a slightly more subtle tone, but I think the variations in ball sizes of the stainless ones just aren't quite as, yeah, it's not quite as good. And I don't have any 1/8 inch stainless balls to try in place of these ceramics to see how it feels with the extra tolerances tightened up. All right, I'm done rambling. That's the Top C Spark. See ya.